Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday for the week of the 19th of April 2024. Today we're looking at Fashion Report. This is Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series where we try to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every week on a Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This week then is Dueling Spectacle as the theme, and the individual clues include a true spectacle for our helm, Dueling Duelist for our body, keeping it casual for our legs, and shod with sandals for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score along with some alternatives, as well as an easy 80, as well as making it accessible to free trial players and lower level players alike. Without further ado, let's move on to that 100 score. Okay, for that 100 score then, these are the items I went for, as long as we've got some alternatives as well. So of course this outfit looks quite good actually. It starts with the classic spectacles that I chose. Of course, for a true spectacle this means that any spectacles should work theoretically, although I'm not sure if the tactical goggles from PvP would work. I've not had the time to test those. I have however tested things like the classic spectacles, as you can see here. The elegant rimless glasses will work, the artisan spectacles, as well as the contemporary pince nez will also work, and I believe the inspector's eyeglasses. There's some really good options and many that I've not suggested here, but pretty much any eyeglasses or glasses in the game should work, but again we've not tested them all, so bear that in mind. For our chess piece then, I went for, since the Dueling Duelist clue has been used before, any of the chess pieces that can drop within Saint Mosiane's Arboretum dungeon on normal difficulty or Pharos Sirius hard mode. Both of those dungeons accessible of course at level 60 in the game. This was added in Heaven's World, and the chess pieces themselves are obviously job locked to whichever one you get. I've gone for the casting one here, which is the Plague Bringer's coat, which is a level 60 caster top, but of course we have all of the others available as well for every particular role, so just make sure you go into Pharos Sirius hard or St. Mosiane's Arboretum on normal difficulty and get any of the chess pieces. Of course the drop rates are a little bit messed up, and it is obviously going to favor people who have multiple jobs unlocked to level 60, so it might not be the best choice, but it is a really easy option realistically and doesn't require too much grinding, especially if you're higher than level 60, which I believe the free trial goes up to 70, so you should be able to do this unsynced as well. We've also got for our leg slot the Wind Silk bottoms. These are a actual craft, level 60 weaver craft actually, which is Masterwork 3, which isn't too difficult. They are actually equipable by all classes in the game, every job, both genders, level 1 and above. Alternatives to this include the Ruby Cotton bottoms and the Ghost Bark bottoms of casting, which of course from Siren Song C. We don't know if there's any others that would work specifically for this, but those are the ones that I have tested, and those are the ones that definitely work. But of course not amazing for everyone. And then finally we have probably the best and easiest option for the entire week. We've got our leather sandals. So for shod with sandals, you can go for many sandals in the game. There are too many to list. Of course, you've got the leather ones, which we're using here, which are vendor purchased, and here's where you get those. Of course, we can find the leather sandals on any Battlecraft armorer. These are all available in every city-state that you start in. This one is in Uldar in the Steppes of Thal, Sapphire Avenue Exchange, Gwalta. If you go to the Disciple of Magic tab on these vendors and you click level 1 to 9, you will actually find the leather sandals for 115 gil. They come with chestnut brown. For the purposes of a video, I'm going to take that dye off, but you don't have to. Those will work for gold this week. But we've also got things like the Moonfire Caligay, the Moonfire sandals, the Fafnirian sandals, Summer sandals, you name it, the Bridesmaid sandals. A lot of really good options, but this one again, very easily obtainable, equipable on all classes, both genders in the game, level 5 and above. From a vendor, a city-state vendor, so that's a good one for sure. But that's the 100 score. Not too bad. and I think it is passable for free trial players, especially considering the chess piece. It's not too difficult to farm one of those chess pieces, but of course it might take you a little bit of time. But let's move on to the easiest 8T we could come up with. When it comes to an easy 8T, there are of course a few ways we can do this. The first most obvious way would be to combine any 2 items from the 100 score, right? Any of the gold rated items. So in this example, which is technically doable by a free trial player, we have of course St. Marciani's Arboretum or Faris Sirius Hard, any of the chess pieces in one of the slots there. And of course we've got the vendor purchase leather sandals from any of the city-state armor merchants such as Gwalter in obviously the Steppes of Thal in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, which only costs 115 gil. Those 2 items will work. If you were to combine the chest slot and the helm slot, for example, from a 100, those would also work. Just make sure you have something equipped in all of your slots. That means left side and right side, all of your accessory slots, and you'll get an 80 score guaranteed. But there's a really good option if you want to avoid doing a level 60 dungeon, but it does require you need to actually do some Grand Company grinding. So depending on what Grand Company you are in, I'm part of the Maelstrom, for example, in this specific example here. I'm actually Storm Captain. You don't need to be Storm Captain. The only rank you need to be is 2nd Storm Lieutenant or 2nd Serpent Lieutenant or 2nd Flame Lieutenant. It doesn't matter which you are. You can get these glasses from any of these vendors, but you will need that 2nd Lieutenant rank. Of course, if you go to the Quartermaster, you'll see here it says 2nd Storm Lieutenant. It's the one on the bottom here. If you have that rank at least, then you will see on the armor tab, of course, your seals will be different depending on what Grand Company you're in. You can find under the Artisan's Spectacles for 5,000 of your seals. So this will just say 5,000 Twin Adder seals. This will say 5,000 Flame seals, depending on which one you're a part of. For me, it's Maelstrom here, and you'll see that these are equipable on every class in the game, level 50 and above, which again is within the free trial. So you could technically go this direction if you wanted to. Those are a very easily accessible pair of glasses. So let's purchase those. And if we were to combine those, of course, with our leather sandals, then of course we are going to get an 80 score guaranteed. So there you go. There's the proof of that. There's the Artisan Spectacles, obtainable from any of your Grand Companies at 2nd Lieutenant or higher. Equipable on all classes in the game, level 50 and above, combined with the leather sandals. And honestly, that's a really good option. It really depends what you want to do though. Personally, if you're not somebody that's done your Grand Company stuff, I would suggest going and doing Faris Sirius hard mode, or St. Marciano's Arboretum, which is probably the easiest of the 2 to unlock on normal difficulty and get any of the chess pieces. But it depends how much time you want to invest into Fashion Report. Of course, you can obviously, if you're not on a free trial, you can purchase or trade with other people or craft any of the goldsmithing glasses. But that's pretty much what I've come up with. Hopefully that was helpful. Of course, if you have your own suggestions for people that you've found that are better, in your opinion, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section. As usual, this is a community effort. Speaking of community efforts, be sure to click on the Reddit link in the description and give that an upvote if you have a Reddit account, which seems rare these days. And hopefully everyone has a great weekend. I'll be back with more videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.